the problem. That's where the problem is. You need to have a warrant to be able to evict these people. Go in their property and evict them, and you don't have that. You have a court order where this court has made it so where these people haven't had their day in court. They haven't appeared in court yet. In 3 years, they filed motions to have a judge and a jury of their peers see this case and see their evidence.
Okay.
What? I mean, isn't that due process? I mean, this is what's being violated here is due process.
I understand. I understand what you believe, and I'm okay with that. But I can see that what I'm going to tell you has nothing. It will have no impact on what you're going to listen to or what you're going to say. The best thing that you could do is call a federal prosecutor and deal with them.
Right no, you guys are the ultimate authority there. And you know that if it's unlawful, you shouldn't be performing an eviction there.
Correct.
So
If
this,
it's unlawful,
right,
we
and
won't be performing
they haven't had due process. This is the problem. They haven't had due process. The Cromar have not had due process, even though they filed motions to see a day in court, and they haven't seen a day in court. I was a witness in the last court proceeding at the Zoom meeting. This is a sham. You know, you have people in your county that are being trampled on. Their rights are being trampled on. You need to stand up for them. This is your job to be.
Anything that I want to say to you that's going to convince you that what we're doing is okay. Because what you're saying to me is not going to work either. Because right now, this is the order we're following. This is what we're doing.
You're following a judge's order, and
that is why there's a system set up for this. And me and you talking on the phone about it isn't going to do anybody any good. Because if you think that I'm going to say, "Oh, I'm just done. I'm going to walk away from this," that's really not the way it works, and you know that.
Well, no, you should because you have an oath to the Constitution. You've sworn an oath to the Constitution, and you know that due process is something that is afforded by everyone in this country, and they haven't had due process. If they haven't seen their case in court by a jury of their peers, then they haven't had due process, and a judge cannot give an order to vacate these people out of their homes without having due process. This is unlawful.
Okay, so what can I do for you, Raul?
Is clear the police. Have they been evicted already?
Have they been evicted?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe this. Well, I guess, I don't know. Why don't you take them back to their home and say, you know what? Let's see you have your day in court. Take them back to their home.
Do you believe that that's how it's going to work right now?
Well, if you were following your oath to the Constitution, it would be.
Okay. Well, and that's what the court system's set up for, and we can move forward from there.
Only if there's due process, that would be a lawful order, but this is not due process.
You can say it over 15 times. It's not going to change the fact that we're going to continue to do what we're doing at this point.
I gotcha. All right. Well, I'm very disappointed.
Well, and I appreciate you're disappointed, and I'll tell you this, that it really is what the system's set up for. We're going to agree to disagree right now, and now this is where we're at.
Okay.
Well, I do really appreciate you. I appreciate your concern, but at this point, we'll agree to disagree on this.
Okay. You're not the sheriff, right? You're a deputy?
I am not the sheriff.
So you're a deputy of the sheriff's department, right?
Correct.
Tell me your name again. I forgot.
It's Jones. Jeffrey Jones.
Jeffrey Jones? Okay. Well, I appreciate you calling me back.
Not a problem.
But I think you need...
I do appreciate your viewpoint. I do.
Yeah, I think...
But this is where I'm at, and I have a specific job, and I don't know what you do for a living. You do your job best you can. I'm doing the best I can right now as well.
Well, you know, I mean, I hate to hear that phrase, I have a specific job to do. You know, your specific job is to follow your oath to the Constitution. That is sacred.
Right, and I hold that very seriously. Very seriously.
Well, then you need to do some research.
Your viewpoint, my viewpoint right now, they're different.
I hear you. I appreciate that.
Give me the respect of having my viewpoint of it and the way that I interpret it, and I respect that you interpret it differently. And that's what makes us a great nation. So I appreciate that.
Okay, well, I ask you to do some research on the things that we've talked about because.
And you know what? That would be great. I appreciate that.
All right.
All right, Raul.
All right, sir. Have a good night.